Happy almost 2026. Well, we're going to give this a try, see if I can edit this together without goofing it up. I'm going to do a year in review, the year 2025. So we'll start with January. I'm going to hold up a finger for the month so I can edit it better. January, we had a snowstorm. I got a little clip of the boy not wanting to walk out in the snow. He's like, "What is this stuff?" So I'm going to put sometimes photos, sometimes clips of what went on throughout the year of my life. We've got even more snow today. It's like, ugh. You see his little footprints where he went out in it. Now he's walking along the edges again. Okay, number 2, February. February was when I fell and broke my rib. That was fun. Don't think I have a picture for that, so we'll just talk about it. I had a twin bed with the boy in there. I was on the edge of my bed and my feet were tangled up in the covers, and I fell and went splat and cracked. Well, it didn't crack. I broke a rib. And so that was fun. So 3, March, I had just kind of recovered from the broken rib, and I went to the dentist, and they realized that my heart rate was 30. So I ended up going to the doctor, and there's a little clip of me in the hospital that I'll show you, because I ended up getting a pacemaker. You can't really see the scar anymore. It's pretty near gone. So guess where I am? 2 guesses, and the first one doesn't count. Yeah, I'm in the hospital. I went to my cardiologist because of all the shortness of breath and so on I've been having, and my blood pressure was high and my pulse rate was 30, which is really, really low. And then they did an EKG, and my heart's not firing right, so I'm in the hospital waiting to get a pacemaker. April was Easter, and I think it was my granddaughter's birthday on Easter this year. She also shares a birthday with Hitler. I don't remember really doing a whole lot for Easter other than, decorating the house a little bit and going to the Easter service. Five was May as Mother's Day. I think we went out to dinner with my son and daughter-in-law, the ones I used to live with. I forget where we went. Trying to remember. It was a long time ago. So May is always Mother's Day. June, I went with my girls' trip up to southern Arkansas and saw a passion play, and I'll put a little clip or a picture or whatever of that passion play. Had a good time. July, I don't think we did really anything in July for the 4th of July. We used to do fireworks and sparklers and all that when the kids were little, and my son being a firefighter, he used to be there near where they'd let them off in case something happened. But I haven't been to a fireworks display in a while. I stayed home because I didn't want Haku getting all freaked out from the sound of the fireworks, but they didn't seem to bother him at all. Like thunder doesn't usually bother him unless it's really loud, and then he'll kind of hide under the bed because my bed's like way high off the ground. August, let's see, August. That was when Howard came to live with me. I've got a picture of him, his first day of school. Most of you know this, but in case you don't, I've got a Chinese boy living with me for the school year. And I drive him back and forth to school. That's an hour round trip, morning and evening, so it's kind of a drag, 2 hours. But other than that, he's the easy kid. He makes his own food because he likes his Chinese food. So once in a while he'll eat something else I make, like a burger or pizza or whatever. But he mostly makes his own Chinese food, and he keeps his room and bathroom clean. And he comes home, goes in his room, shuts the door, and plays on his computer. And he doesn't ever want to go anywhere or do anything, so it's not like I'm running him all over. I've offered to take him to the movies or him and his friend over to his friends or whatever, and he just likes to stay home, so that's what's up. Nine is September. Don't think anything really went on in September. I can't remember. Well, I'm going to say that his parents came the end of September, but I think it was really the first week of October, but I already have something for October, so we'll pretend it's September. Howard's parents came to stay with us, and I thought, oh, it's going to be uncomfortable and blah, blah, blah. And it turned out they were such a blessing. The dad did all the running back and forth to school. He did a bunch of yard work for me. He did all the cooking. She did vacuuming. They were just a delight to have. So they had brought a blow-up mattress with them, and I told them, just leave it here so next time you come, you're more than welcome to come anytime you want. So they stayed, and they left the same day I left for my October adventure, which we'll do next. October. I don't know how I'm going to do November and December. October, the other grandma and I went to Florida to see my granddaughter Emma. We picked her up and took her to get some donuts, and then we kind of did some shopping and went to a bookstore, took her to lunch and dinner or whatever, and went back to the hotel and hung out and talked and stuff. And then the next day we went to a nice breakfast where it was a pie shop, and I don't know why they don't have pie shops around here. In California, they had a Marie Callender's, and they had like probably 30 different kinds of pies, plus other food. And this place was kind of like that. It had a ton of pies. It's called Perkins, I think it was called. There's a picture of us, one way or the other grandma and I and Emma sitting there eating our pie. And we were only there. We came in on a Sunday and left we came in late Sunday night and left Tuesday late afternoon. The coming in was brutal because our plane leaving Dallas was an hour and a half late. Plus, once we got on the runway, we sat another hour. This was that whole the government was shut down and they were having trouble with air traffic controllers and this and that, and I don't know whether that had anything to do with it or not, but we were supposed to get into Dallas about 9 o'clock. Not Dallas, Orlando. That's where we went. We were supposed to get into Orlando around 9 o'clock, and we ended up getting in at 1:30 in the morning. We hit our hotel. It was brutal. But it was nice having time with our granddaughter. I'd like to go see her again over spring break, but I don't know. Spring break in Florida is going to be hard to get. The prices will be a lot higher, and it'll probably be hard to get a flight. So we'll see. But spring break's when Howard will be gone, so it'll be easy to go, and I don't have to worry about him. So anyway, that's it for October. November was my birthday, and I turned 76. How did that happen? And I got my hair cut. It was down about here. I mean, for years I had bangs and super short hair like you mostly see old ladies with. And then with the COVID, I let it grow, and the bangs got to about here. And then I just kept letting it grow, and it got down halfway down my back, and I had it cut several times. My hair grows super fast. It grows, I don't know, it went from here to halfway down my back in like 2 years, 3 years maybe, max 2 years, I think. So I cut it several times, and then I finally cut it off short like this, and I get a lot of compliments on it like this, so I like it, other than it doesn't really, not a way to get it out of your face. It doesn't hold a ponytail, it's too short. So that was my birthday present to myself. Oh, in October, I got my pedicure for the first time with my granddaughter. That was one of the things we did. And next is December, and then we're done with the whole year.